let me pose a question to you. If I created the best player in the entire world, he had the best physical and mental attributes that you could put on a player and put him on the worst side in the Premier League currently as it stands now, what would happen? Would he make a big impact? Would he help that squad improve? Or would he just get sold to PSG and that would be the end of him? I did that, so let's find out. Hello, and welcome back to another video on the channel. My name is Riley, and in today's video, we are doing something a little bit different. Something that I have obviously not tried before, something that I've seen some people do, but still not a very common thing. And that is, I have created the perfect player in FM22. I have gone into the pregame editor. I have created what I think should be the perfect player. Again, I'm new with the pregame editor, so there definitely could be some improvements probably, but I think overall he's an all-star. And obviously I created him after my own liking because, I'm an all-star too.
Are you sure about that?
So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I promise you won't regret it. And if you do, you could always just unsubscribe. Leave a comment on the video. Let me know if you're into this kind of thing, this type of video that is, and leave a like. I appreciate that. So what I've done is I've gone in, like I said, to the pregame editor and created a perfect player. The issue I had is, obviously, he is a 5-star, current ability, potential ability, all that jazz. And I did have his attributes all at 20s before, but now they are not at 20s. They are 15s across, but he's still a 5-star player. So I don't know what to tell you there. I don't know why he's so tall. I did not mean for him to be 6'11". Gonna have like a Peter Crouch on our hands. 176 pounds, so he's tall and skinny. So make of that what you will. And I signed him to a contract with Newcastle for the next 7 years. I'm not gonna play all those 7 years. What I'm gonna do is I am gonna show you show you him now, and then I will leave my post as a Newcastle manager, and then I'll sim ahead just to see what kind of influence my player Canuck has on not arguably even. Newcastle is currently the worst team in the Premier League. They are looking at relegation. Obviously, there's lots of games to be had in real life, but they are the worst team. So what can one of the best players do to the worst team? Do they choose to sell him because they feel like they could benefit from this money? I think that would be idiotic because Newcastle is loaded, so they could definitely afford him. That's not an issue. Looking at projections, they go down, but if they stay in the Premier League, they'll just keep going up. So I think they would be stupid to sell him. I think they should keep him, and I'm curious to see what kind of influence he will have on the squad moving forward. So first things first, let's look at our new man and see what he is capable of. So I created him as an attacker, so he can play on the wings, or he can play in the middle of the field, or as a striker. I said previously I made him have 20s across the board. Obviously, these are not all 20s, they're all 15s. There's a couple 20s there, but I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. He is 23 years old. I thought making him a little bit older might help with that, but apparently hasn't really impacted anything. He is Canadian, but I made him speak all the languages of players that he might be playing with. I thought that might help with his leadership and him as a player in general. So he has trained with Newcastle for a long time, and he's got an active work permit. Great. The media describe him as an elite forward, personality is a model professional, blah, 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 blah. He's a good player. I don't know why I said it like that, but he is a good player. And looking at his development, feet, he's very strong with left or right, kind of like a Mason Greenwood. Player traits, gets forward whenever possible, shoots with power, places shots, curls ball, likes to try to beat the offside trap, attempts overhead kicks, first-time shots, hits free kicks with power, all that jazz. So he is very talented, apparently. So this is him. This is number 7 for Newcastle, Canuck. I'm not sure where they're going to play him, but I'll leave that in their hands. I don't think he should be a winger. I think one of these two positions is where I would ideally play him. All right, whatever. So what we'll do now is I will obviously leave my posting with Newcastle, go on holiday for a year, and then we'll come back and check on his progress. And then we'll do that for the foreseeable future, just to see what kind of player he becomes, what kind of impact he has, and how can he help a club like Newcastle that is struggling so poorly, but yet has such a big transfer budget. Stay tuned and we'll find out. And this is how Newcastle finished. They finished in 12th. And let's take a look at how our main man did. Where is he? That is the question. He's on international duty right now. Cool. Bum, 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 bum. Looks like he played 34 times for Newcastle, scoring 16 goals, 8 assists. Not bad, not bad. So he started 33 times. Once came on as a sub. 5 pens. A 7.39. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. And that's in the league. Non-competitive football. Meh, whatever. Cup football, he had 3 goals, 8 appearances, 7.61. International, he has 9 goals. So he's done pretty well for himself. I don't know if I can really check much else, but his stats are his stats at this point. And just looking at his first year in 2021, he was North American Player of the Year. Take that, Alphonso Davies. He scored his first senior goal against Arsenal early, and he's already been named in Newcastle's seasonal best 11. Well, that's not a surprise. So we're going to keep on going here. I know this is only the first season. He's only going to get better. Hopefully the team gets better, but I am curious what will happen next, so stay tuned.
Much later.
We've progressed 5 years now, and it looks like our man is the captain of Newcastle. Oh, Eric Garcia is in the squad. That is awesome. That is always nice to see. He's not a club legend yet. He is an icon, so that's cool. But let's check him out. He is 29 years old. He has 60 caps for country, 58 goals, and he is still making tons of money with obviously an extended contract till the 30th. Cool. Let's see how things have gone for him since the last time we looked. So 22-23, he had 37 appearances, 18 goals, 3 assists, 7.43. The next year, 37, 21 goals, 6 assists, 7.7. Wow, that's obviously his best. Oh, no, never mind. Not the best season yet. 24-25, he had 37 appearances, 22 goals, 3 assists. And his best season, where he had 38 appearances, 21 goals, 9 assists, 14 man of the matches, and a 7.72 average rating, which is insane. And then this season, he had a 7.6, which is still awesome. It's just in comparison, right? Like it's all relative. But let's first, before we go back into him, let's just take a look to see how Newcastle has done over the last little while. So BC, before Canuck, we had them in 12th. And then with him, it was 12th. Then it went up to 6th, 7th, 6th, 6th. Okay, so there's definitely some consistency there. We're a top 6 team the last 2 years, so there's that, I guess. But let's see what oops, that's not what I want. Landmarks. So the Euro Cup, we were runners up this past season. That's cool. The Euro Cup is the Europa League, essentially, right? Real Madrid was in it. They won. They beat us 2-0. Weird. Not what I would have expected there. But that's okay. That is cool. Runners up. Awesome. Oh, look at that. We also won the FA Cup this past season. That is cool. Who was it against? Arsenal in extra time. Oh, very cool. Okay, so we're winning trophies. That's awesome. Eric Garcia is appointed as vice captain. The owner is not paying Newcastle as much. Oh, the year before we were FA Cup runners-up and Europa League runners-up. So 2 years in a row, Europa League runners-up. Cool. Upgraded. Euro Cup 2 winners. Very exciting. Carabao Cup runners-up. So we are winning trophies. And it looks like Canuck was appointed captain after his first year. Pretty awesome. So going back to look at him, his stats really did not return to what they were. His physical and mental attributes did, but like all this stuff, like I don't understand why they aren't higher. Doesn't make any sense. But it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. So 2021 we already looked at. 2022 North American Player of the Year. Okay, whatever. Not that exciting. Nothing too crazy there. 2023 North American Gold Cup winners. Okay, so Canada actually did something. We won something cool here. Very nice. Where are we? North American Player of the Year again. And then the Premier League placed third for being top goal scorer. Nice. Okay, where are we here? Okay, here. 2024 North American Player of the Year. Very cool. Goal 50. What the heck is goal 50? I don't know, but we won it this year, looks like. So goal 50, we're runners up at that point. Where the heck are we? Best player in Europe finished third. Pretty nice. World Football Player of the Year runner up. Wow, that's cool. Looks like I was runner up like every year. Seems like it doesn't really change that often. But that is pretty cool. That is being recognized as obviously one of the best football players in the world. Come on, Riley. Common sense here. Cool. 2025 North American Player of the Year, World Cup or World Player of the Year runner-up, World Football Player of the Year runner-up, World Golden Ball runner-up. What the heck is the Golden Ball? I don't know. There's so many awards. I obviously need to get the pack that has the real names for competitions and stuff. European Golden Shoe, third place. Goal 50, I won that. Best player in Europe, I won that. Yeah, the Euro Cup 2 Golden Boot. Euro Cup 2 Player of the Season. We won that. And I was the Premier League top goal scorer. I say me as if like I had any control over him. North American Player of the Year. Look at that. World Player of the Year. I won that award. That's cool. Prestigious. World Football Player of the Year runner-up. World Golden Ball. Best Player in Europe. Top goal scorer runner-up. English Players Player of the Year. And the English Football Player of the Year. And top division, top goal scorer. So it is clear to me that he, so far in 6 years of being part of Newcastle, Canuck has had a positive impact on the overall squad. They're winning trophies. They're higher. In real life, they are going to get relegated this season if things don't change. So that sucks for them. But in his first season, they finished 12th. Now they've been in the top 7. Like they were top 7, then 6, then 6 again. So I will go forward till 2030 because that's when his contract expires. And we'll see what accomplishments he / the club make up until that point. But I think the overall consensus is that they are better off when they have a world-class player in their squad. Because looking at the rest of the Newcastle squad, there's not a whole lot of quality there. Like, there's not a player where you're like, oh, wow, Ben Godfrey, that's awesome. Like, Andre Onana is obviously a great player. They brought him in for 50, and he's been good for them. But, I don't know. Other than that, like, Reece Nelson, Gabriel Martin, like Moussa Dembele. Like, no one here is, like, brings a lot of excitement. Max Aarons, eh. Even like looking at their transfer history, what have they done? What have they done? Players in, like none of those players excite me. Like Tomaso Popega, they spent a lot of money on, and like yeah, he's pretty decent, but it's a lot of money. Darwin Nunez, eh. Like it's just not who I would have expected they bring in. That's all. That's all it is. But at the end of the day, it's clear that having this world class player, myself, makes a big difference. So let's go forward another 3 years to the end of his contract to see what good he can do for this club. So it is now the end of May 2030. And first things first, let's take a look at what Newcastle was able to do in that time period. So this is the last season that we looked at. They finished 6th. They dropped down to 7th. Then they went up to 2nd. And then to 5th in this last season. Right? What? That's 28-29. So they did... Wait. So they had 7th, 2nd, 5th, and then 5th? Is that right? I think so. It has to be. And what did they do in that time period? Oh, the Europa League. Yay. Ooh, this is cool. So last season, the season before, they actually finished 2nd in the Champions League. Something to think about. Past winners. Look at that. Man City, Newcastle. So they actually became this close to winning the Champions League. Something that, as you can tell, where's that? They have never been able to do in their history. Premier League, sure, they've done that. FA Cup, yeah, they've done it a couple times since they took over. Europa League, they were finally able to win. Let's see, Europa League, runner-up. So 1969 was the last time they won the Europa League. A major European trophy was in 1969, and then they runner-up twice, and then won it in 2030. Cool. What else did they do? FA Cup runner-up. Community Shield winners. Yeah, and that's that. So, again, it's very clear that they're seeing success. And players they brought in. They brought in Des, 29 now. That's cool. Who else did they bring in? Anyone? Like, they bring in players, but before I jump to anything else, let's just actually see what our main man did, who is still in the squad. And they extended his contract another year. Cool. I will probably take a look at that. But look at that. He's 32 years old now, and he's starting to see some traits go down. Like his pace is now at 14. Uh-oh. His value is so high still. So in the last 3 seasons, let's look here. 36 appearances, 21 goals, 3 assists, 7.61. 34. We got 15 goals, 8 assists, 7.68. That's his lowest. Nope, that one was the lowest. So this current season, the season's done now, isn't it? Yeah, it has to be done. He only had 32 appearances, but he had 17 goals, 7 assists, 7.78. So statistically speaking, with his overall average rating, this was his highest season. That's impressive. And 90 caps for Canada, 81 goals. And before we look at that other stuff, let's take a look here first. So this year, Euro Cup winners, very nice. Runner-up for top goal scorer. And he was the English Player of the Year and Footballer of the Year for England. North American Player of the Year. Looks like he has just won that ever since he came into the league. Poor Alphonso Davies. But not really poor. It's fine. So he won the World Football Player of the Year award for 3 years in a row. That's not a surprise. Mokoko. Yeah, Wonder Kid. World Golden Ball runner-up. Best player in Europe. European Champions Cup midfielder of the season. Yeah. Like, none of this is very, very surprising. Like, he wins all the big awards now. He is the biggest player that there is at this point. Quickly, I just want to look over at Canada. I think he retired from, because he was the captain before, but I think he retired from international duty at this point. Because let's just look at the world rankings. Where are we? Why is it like this? So this is okay. Actually, this is perfect. This is where we were when we started out. 74th. And then they went all the way up to getting to 43rd in his tenure, not tenor. World rankings. Don't care about that as much. Trophy wise, I don't think they actually won anything outside of the North America Gold Cup. They were runners up in 2029. Did they make a World Cup? Doesn't look like it. Well, they might have actually won a World Cup, but let's see. Oh, okay, so they actually did make the World Cup. Okay, right here. 2026, they lost to Spain in the World Cup second round. So Canada has improved since he came into the squad. And like Canada is already improving anyways, just because of the likes of guys like Alphonso Davies and Jonathan David. But it's very telling that they improved dramatically once Canuck came into the side. I will do one more year into the future just to see how the rest of his contract plays out. So hang tight. Once again, Newcastle finished in the top 6. They finished 5th. And it is clear to me that they are kind of at this point, they're consistently a top 6 side with 2 finishes in the top 5 in the last 2 seasons. But they really can't get past that at this point, even with our terrific player. Just looking at the schedule real quick, they were in the Champions Cup, and then they clearly... No, they won the European Champions Cup. They won that. So what happened? Okay, so they got through the first knockout round. And then they lost against PSG in the quarterfinal. So they are doing really well, honestly. They are good. They're better than Tottenham at this point. They've won trophies. They're better than modern day Tottenham. And it looks like he signed another contract to 2032. Let's just look at this last season that he had, 31 appearances. I wonder if he's got like an injury bug or something now. I can't actually look at that because I'm not the manager. But 12 goals, 6 assists. He's had 180 goals, 63 assists, a 7.60 overall. That's pretty wild if you ask me. For this season though, he did not win any awards. And honestly, his time winning awards might be done at this. He just might be done winning awards like that. And I was correct in saying that he did retire from international football as well. I do want to look at the World Cup though, just to see how Canada did. Looks like Alphonso Davies and Jonathan David. No, Alphonso Davies got replaced. World rankings, 42nd. Meh. Landmarks. Okay, what is this? Competitions. Here we go. World Cup. We lost to Portugal in the World Cup second round. Okay, so at least they made 2 World Cups in a row, and they lost in the second round. So they got out of the group stage, which is, honestly, it's significant, right? Like, that's a big deal. But at the end of the day, I'm going to leave this video here. I think it was kind of fun to make the perfect player that knows all the languages, is tall, and I gave him all the best attributes and what kind of impact he would have on a club that is currently the worst in the Premier League, Newcastle. They are, at the start of this whole video, before it took a couple days to make, they were in last place with 6 points. And during this little series, this little save, they did not get below 12th. They got 12th the first season. That Canuck was part of them, and then it was top 6 after that. So it is very clear that having a world-class player, a player that won the Ballon d'Or multiple times while playing for them and was given all the accolades that Messi and Ronaldo get, that overall they have a positive impact. Like Newcastle, sure, if I was in charge of them with Canuck, I would have won the league every year because I'm awesome. But whoever was managing them did not have that same skill set, clearly. But I hope you found this interesting. If you did, please let me know in the comments. I thought the idea was cool. I know a lot of people do different things by putting the best player or a perfect player in a lower league side and see what happens, but I don't know. That was kind of fun. So let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.